But we're going to wrap things up for the sports side of things and go straight into a non-sports topic, which is our meal draft. Right now, we're going to go around and we're going to create a meal, picking a main dish, a side dish, and a beverage. Yeah, Eli?
And the most important part, it has to be a meal that you can make yourself.
Yes.
We're not saying, oh, I would like top sirloin and lobster. No, because you're not making that when you're back from the gym at 8 p.m. and you got 20 minutes to make your food and start watching anime. Shout out Lucas.
Okay.
All right.
So what
This
we're gonna
gotta
do?
be realistic.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna randomize the order. Okay, but we're gonna do this because we have a very particular system. We have some scientists here who are very particular about how things are randomized. So, first, oh geez, I lost it. I lost the window. Okay, here we go. So Lucas will be 2, Eli will be 1, Marvin will be 3, and I'll be 4. Okay, so Lucas 1, Eli 2, Marvin 3, me 4. Here we go. Now we're gonna refresh this. You guys know I'm not cheating. Okay. For first pick, we'll go to me. Second pick, Lucas.
That was Eli.
Oh, sorry. So it goes me, Eli, Lucas, then Marvin on the turn. Wow, I have the first overall pick.
Hey, here at the Draw the Line podcast, we take our randomization very seriously. See that double blind procedure?
Yeah,
That's
double
live
blind.
work.
Yes, this is
That's
like
right. Draymond Green's podcast does not have that.
AP stats all over my ass. All right, so with the first pick, man, I got to pick a main here. I'm going to go with a very clear number 1, and that's a good old steak. Steak is easy to
You're
cook.
not making a steak for yourself.
You can make a
Literally
steak
2
for
minutes
yourself.
ago when I said, here are things that we don't make for ourselves but are good food that don't count, what did I say? I said steak.
Okay, fine. Well,
No, you're stick with your pick.
I mean, I feel like you can make a steak for yourself. It's not that crazy.
That's true.
It's not like I said I'm making myself a prime rib or I'm making myself like a rotisserie chicken. That's not what I'm doing. It's like a steak is like you go to the store, you don't have to buy the nicest steak. A steak is like what, like $8-9?
How many times a week do you
That's
make
true. I guess it's true.
Well,
What
I'll
kind
be
of steak?
honest.
What
I
kind of
cook for
steak?
both my roommate and I, so we're not buying steaks.
Hey, yo, what's up, really?
Oh, the way it works in where me and my roommate, so I cook dinner and then he'll do the dishes. That's our system.
He's finessing the fuck out of you.
And then you.
It's actually not because I actually like to cook. I don't like to do the dishes that much, and quite frankly, I don't really trust his cooking. But besides that, I pick steak
You don't
first
need to trust
overall.
his cooking. You just cook for yourself, and he figures it out on his
No, why not? It's easier to cook for 2 people than for 1. If you really know how to cook, you know that. Sorry.
Efficient.
I don't know how to cook.
Okay, well there
Why
you go.
is it easy-
And
how
and
is
he's
it
like,
easier
"You-
to add a person
how could
to
you cook
cook?
a steak? How could you do it?" It's like it's not that tricky, dude. It's like you just and it's done. All right. Anyway,
yeah,
next
guys.
pick to you, Eli.
Yeah, with the second overall pick, I'll take a sous vide scallop ceviche with a light lemon marinade.
Do you even know what
and a
sous vide
dash-
is? Do you even know what sous vide is?
Yeah, I know what a sous vide is.
What
Sous
is
vide, it's like a little. You take a clear thing, and you put a fucking Ziploc bag in it of whatever, and you heat that shit up.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Guess
Okay,
what?
what are you picking? You can't pick the sous vide fucking
Anton's
ceviche.
like, oh, I sous vide for my
You
roommate.
can't
all
pick the
time.
sous vide ceviche. You gotta pick something
Hey,
else.
how about you sous d's? All right, how
All
about you
right,
sous
okay.
d's? All right.
Eli, you have a shot clock going on right now. You gotta pick. You gotta make
Number
something
2 overall pick. Controversial. I'm going Bev in the first round. Give me
Wow.
a beer. Give me a beer.
Beers.
A choice of the people. Give me a beer.
What kind
the
of
rest
beer?
of my meal is set. And once I got my beer, that's all.
What
I
kind
can
of
say.
beer? What kind of beer? Dark.
Can I take
IPA?
all beer?
No, you
You
gotta
make
pick,
me pick my beer.
pick a beer.
All right, I'm going with the Coors Light.
Coors
What?
Light. Coors
Look at this
Light.
man. Look at this man. This steak man over here laughing at a Coors Light. What's wrong with the Coors Light?
It's fine. You know what? Fine. I
The
won't.
mountain's blue. Do you drink it with the mountains,
Mountain's blue. Mountain's gotta be
Mountains
blue.
gotta be
Mountain's gotta be
The
blue.
mountains weren't blue. This would be off the board. Blue mountains.
All right. You know what, Luke? You know what, Eli? Fair enough. You take the beer. Lucas, what are you picking with the third pick?
All right, I'm going with a crowd pleaser here. Give me a DC. Diet
D-
Coke.
Diet Coke.
Hey,
Diet Coke. Listen, I'm a Coke Zero guy.
I know you're Coke Zero.
Coke Zero is the way to go. I feel like Diet Coke has like a. And you're picking Diet Coke. You don't think you could have gotten Diet Coke later?
I could have.
my-
I just I can't
You
think of anything else.
picked. Okay, listen.
Put
We
a
have
Diet Coke.
a steak and then 2 bevs. The next 2 picks. All right, fine. Marvin, you got 2 right away. Go ahead.
You know, as a main, old, reliable, quick, salmon.
Okay.
You throw some mustard on it, right? You throw some mustard on it. You throw some dried dill on that. You pan sear it. You pan sear it 5 minutes and it's done. 5 minutes and it's done. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need to marinate it. You don't need to tend to it that often. Skin side down, 3 minutes, flip it over, 2 minutes, it's out. Perfect.
Oh man,
Delicious.
I can't hear anyone.
Get another pick.
Oh,
Mark.
Anton, can you hear
My
us?
second pick?
Did we lose you, Anton? Damn, we lost Anton.
He's gone. He's
Okay, I'll take it
gone.
over, guys.
Quick, everyone give me your real take on the Cavs. They're not winning anything on it this year.
Oh, the Cavs fucking suck.
I mean, there's too many
They're
good
not-
teams.
They're not winning anything. No, for real. They're too like inexperienced.
Marvin, what is your second pick?
No, let's
My
wait-
second pick?
No, let's,
Is that like the
should we wait
Bev?
for Anton?
No.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it running. My Bev is gonna be ice water. Good old ice water. I don't think anything can beat ice water. Come
You
on.
guys are too healthy, bro.
It's delicious.
Ice water? This man so far has ice water and salmon. Get fucking Greta Thunberg off my podcast immediately. Who are you?
No, wait, no. Don't get me wrong. I get the most unsustainable seafood I can possibly find.
Ice water
Yeah.
and salmon? Oh my! Oh my!
All right, I'm gonna go
The
with
the ice is from the glaciers of Alaska. Okay, so
I'm going with a different pick. Going more classic, something that I'll actually make.
Yes, thank you.
I don't think this is this is like after the gym at 8 p.m. Give me a turkey
I swear to
sandwich.
God, I make that.
Panini, press that bit.
Panini. All right, walk me through the panini press. Walk me
Right.
through. Walk me.
You
through.
you have a panini press? You
There's a
have
panini press
I
in
don't
my
know.
house in Santa Barbara.
You must be
Sourdough
luxury.
bread, right? Sourdough bread, mayo, turkey, sriracha, sourdough. Oh no, cheese, pepper jack cheese that I bought from Albertsons. Sourdough bread, panini press.
So Lucas, you have a Diet Coke and a panini.
That's realistic. That's real.
Marvin has water, ice water,
Yeah, I heard
and
ice water.
salmon.
Yeah, okay.
Seared
Well, I mean,
salmon.
I make salmon. Oh, I'll send it to you guys.
okay. Go ahead. Eli, go ahead. Beer with the next pick.
Got a beer.
Yeah.
Give me a burger. That's light work.
You're making a burger? You're making a
No,
burger?
Eli Loki's crafted
burger
an
is
actual
not-
meal
Give me a
here.
burger.
No, a burger is not.
Marvin is. I just want to say,
easy meal
both
to
Marvin
make.
and I have an entree and a bev, and he is going to argue. Right after I finish speaking, he's going to argue that he would rather have ice water and salmon than a hamburger and a beer. Go, Marvin. Take it away.
How are you making a burger? A burger is mad fucking. What?
Compared to salmon?
No, Marvin, you never made
What
a.
do you mean? You never had. Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I've
burger-
made
I feel like a burger is like the easiest thing.
It's
in
very
terms of-
Here's a POV. Here's a POV. Imagine you pull up to a barbecue, okay? And the person working the grill is like, "Damn, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out." And that person is making either salmon or burgers. Which one do you think they can figure out?
Come on, Marvin. Come on, Marvin. The burger is. I think it's hard to make a really good burger. I see you on that part, but I have to agree. I feel like cooking fish is a little bit more tricky than just like, and you're done. Okay,
Oh,
anyway.
come on, it's salmon.
My next pick. So my next pick, I'm gonna pick. We have a beer. So Eli picked beer. So I'm gonna pick wine. I'm gonna pick a nice red wine. Okay, to pair with steak. Okay, look at that. Okay, now before we keep going, I'm just gonna share my screen quickly, just so we can sort of see where we are at with the draft. We kind of have two people running away with it, but right now we have.
Yeah, me and Eli.
We have, I have steak and red wine. Eli has a beer and a burger. Lucas has a Diet Coke and a panini. And Marvin has salmon and ice water. No one has picked any side dishes yet.
I'll just say this. I cannot wait for the day when Lucas is a divorced dad, because I know he's going to be cooking up heat for his kids when they come over. Give me the panini
The
and Diet
panini,
Coke,
the Diet
baby.
Coke. That's delicious. Well,
Anyway,
anyway.
you're not gonna like it.
Hey, I would
it's
eat that
it's
up.
fine. It's
I
still,
would eat
it's
that up.
it's tasty, but okay. I'm gonna keep going here. I'm gonna pick God with my side. I feel like it's just easy, nice, easy. I don't want to say. I don't want to say mashed potatoes. I think that actually is a little bit tricky, and I wouldn't make that for myself. That's a lot of effort. I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna say a baked potato. Baked potato is very simple. Kind of can do whatever you want with it. You just gotta rinse off the potato, poke a few holes on it, in the oven 350 for like an hour and a half, and it's done. And then you put butter, sour cream, bacon
Facts.
bits, whatever you want to do. It's done after a little bit. So
Wait. You say it's done after a little bit. For your food that you just said takes an hour and a half.
well, okay, fine. It's like you just have to. What is he doing? Marvin has like
Hey,
Brussels
yo.
sprouts.
Hey,
Marvin's
yo.
pulled out some
No,
fucking
yeah,
roast
no.
potatoes on the stream, bro. What the hell? All right, well, shout out to Marvin, Chef Marvin over there, actually cooking.
Hey, Marvin, bring him back. Marvin, bring him back. Marvin, bring him back.
No.
Bring him back,
Don't
bring
make
him
my
back.
man get the cast
Bring
You're
it
iron.
back.
flaming my
Bring it back.
salmon. You're flaming my salmon.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just finish my pick.
Got some rosemary in there, bro.
Let me, yeah, some time.
Hey, give me the recipe.
I'm gonna pick the baked potato because it's so versatile. You can do anything you want with it. You can basically, and it's easy. You don't have to. You just put it in the oven. Don't think about it, and then it's done. So I got steak, red wine, mashed potatoes. I'm sorry, not mashed potato. Baked potato. Kicking it to Eli. Go ahead.
Anton, very respectable. Hey, give me some pre-frozen, pop them in the oven, sweet potato fries. That's light work.
You want the Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna act like I have a deep fryer in my house, even though some of us have a sous vide, I guess. But let me say, it's a
You
nice,
brought up
easy-
the sous vide. You brought up the sous vide.
Oh,
Not me.
I'm a man of culture.
Okay.
See these? Do you who that is? That's Van Gogh, my boy.
Fair enough. Van Gogh, he
Hey.
would support a sous vide. He's French. All right.
Hey,
Eli takes sweet potato
Walter?
fries. Lucas, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with those fake Takis from Trader Joe's.
Fake Trader Joe.
You ever seen those, like
Takis.
the
Good.
rolled
Those are
light
good.
green chips?
We're talking about like
Those things are
taquitos.
fire.
Okay. All right.
Ah,
Fake Trader Joe Takis. Marvin, to round
good.
everything out, Marvin's got salmon. He's got ice water. What could possibly tie us all together? I think Marvin's got something cooking. What is it, Marvin?
The
You
pressure.
already know what it is. It's nice, nice bowl of white rice. How are you gonna?
Oh my.
How are you not gonna? How are you gonna go
Okay,
wrong
so
with that?
Marvin just described the peasant dish of like a Chinese fisherman. Salmon, white rice, and ice water. Any meal he could have made for himself, and he picked plain white rice. Marvin,
Bro.
you know what? I gotta respect it. It's definitely on brand for what you would eat. So I'm
Bro,
not gonna.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean it's on brand? Is that
It's on brand because Marvin's
Are you being racist?
Marvin's being practical. I'm not being racist. Fuck you, Eli. No, he's being practical. He's being like he's thinking about what's the easiest thing to make. You know, it's probably hard to find a nice red wine. Probably hard to find, Coors Light with the Mounds of Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Exactly.
ice water.
That's why I
Ice water's
didn't
always
choose-
there. Ice water's always
Why I
there.
didn't choose bat soup.
That is the meal when you get home from school and your mom is making that shit. You're like, fuck.
It's
You
true.
come home, Marvin. If you came home hungry from baseball practice, and you had to eat salmon and white rice with ice water.
You'd be pressed out of your mind. You'd be so
You
pressed.
know, as
What
soon
are
as you walk in the door, you're
talking
like-
about? That's fucking delicious. You guys are bugging. You guys are actually crazy. If you don't think that's
No,
good.
that's cap. Anyway, so that's gonna round it out for our food draft.
Hey,
Our
let's
meals
do head to
draft.
head. Can we do head to head?
We'll do head. Let me just read off the
champion.
teams real quick. We have Anton, me, steak, red wine, baked potato, delicious. Eli, beer, burger, frozen sweet potato fries. That sounds pretty good. Lucas, Diet Coke, panini, fake Trader Joe Takis. I think the divorced dad comment is really nailing it here. And then Marvin, salmon, ice water, bowl of rice. I think the easy tiers here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 straight up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go head to head like a bracket. We'll start with Eli and Lucas. Okay, beer, burger, frozen sweet potato fries, and then Lucas, Diet Coke, panini, Trader Joe's Takis. Okay,
Before I start arguing, Lucas, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Just admit you'd rather eat my meal.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, okay, first of all, here's why, right? If you're tired from a long day, sometimes you don't really want it. You get like 3 sips through. The first sip is great. You get 3 sips through it, you're like, what? This isn't really hitting. You know what I mean? If you have a DC, classic. That's every bite. You're going to take a little bite of your Taki. I have a little DC to wash that down. It's amazing. right?
little
And then also
DC.
our sides are not comparable. I hate to say. Your sweet potato fries pale in comparison to my fake Taki. And it's far more flavor. You're gonna actually want to go for these. Your sweet potato fries taste a little bit mushy and a little bit sweet with a little bit of salt. No, cap. Give me that lemon lime last.
Lemon lime blast. That sounds like the most synthetic thing I've ever heard of. Lemon lime blast.
It's not. It's Trader Joe's. So.
Eli, the floor is yours.
I cannot imagine sitting down to construct something ahead of time and ending on Diet Coke, panini, and Takis.
Eli.
This, you know what your meal sounds like? It sounds like on Chopped when you open the basket and it's a bunch of random stuff that does not go together and you got to figure it out.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
What this sounds like.
It's like
Eli.
the mystery basket of
my
ingredients,
secret.
and they have to make like a
You get a mystery
4-course
basket,
meal.
but
out
instead of on
Lucas's-
Chopped, it's from 7-Eleven.
Eli,
You get a
that's my
7-Eleven
secret.
mystery basket, my boy. I put a blindfold on. You walked around 7-Eleven and picked random stuff. This is what you ended up with.
Okay, so let's
Not planned.
all right.
at
So
all.
we'll go head to
Every
head.
step it came to me, I'm like, fuck,
Marvin,
I'm supposed to
Marvin,
pick something right now.
Marvin, and I are gonna vote. Marvin, I'm gonna go with Eli's burger, beer, fries. What do you think?
Hell no.
Oh my God, what?
Hell.
Okay, so
no.
you know what
Lucas
we
is
have
gonna
to do? We have to do a coin
go.
toss now.
I just know Eli's burger is gonna be dry as fuck.
Why would you?
I bet there's not gonna be any. I bet
Listen,
the buns
listen,
aren't even
listen.
Toasted.
Okay,
No condiments.
but-
It's just gonna be a.
Hey.
Okay, hold on,
Marvin,
hold
it's
on,
not
hold
a
on.
brioche bun.
Pause. I think we're kind of moving the goalpost a little bit here. I think we're sort of taking the comments that people were making about their choices into
I called
account
you Greta
here.
Thunberg,
We're
now you're
not
taking it out
going.
of my burger.
We're not going to start judging the quality of the cooking, the ingredients. How long did Lucas leave the panini press on? Is the bread frozen? We're not talking about that. Okay, we're just talking straight up about which would you rather eat in their best case scenario. So Marvin, what would you pick?
Give me that DC. The DC.
Oh
sells it
my
for me.
God, he's still picking the DC. Okay, so the only fair way to do this is to do a coin toss. Okay, straight up. I'm sorry, that's just the only way we could possibly get through this. It's not that serious. I think it's fine.
Hey, can I tell you something before the coin toss? Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Give me that DC, baby. I vote for
Let's
Lucas.
go.
I eat that shit up. I'd eat that up.
Okay.
Give me the DC.
Okay, so
You know you would.
Eli, are you forfeiting?
I forfeit.
Okay,
Give me
Eli
the DC.
forfeits out of fairness. So then we're moving on to Marvin and I. Steak, red wine, baked potato, or salmon, ice water, and a bowl of white rice. I'm not even, sometimes the case is so obvious. It's so obvious that guy did the murder. The defense rests, bro. I don't need to say anything. Go ahead, Marvin. What do you got to say? Go ahead. We're waiting. We're waiting for you to defend the salmon, ice water, bowl of rice.
You know what? This
I
is
feel like everyone has already been the bias is here.
This is like
not gonna change.
you're like reading a history book from the feudal 1800s.
Yes.
And it's like, before the People's Revolution, they merely dined on salmon, ice water, and rice, while the king enjoyed a feast of steak, red wine, and baked potatoes.
Thank you.
Like Marvin, that you have a peasant meal right now.
For real.
This is tough.
Peasant, you have the fucking burger.
No,
I
the-
actually have switched sides. I have a DC, a panini. Let me tell you something about my Trader Joe's Takis. If you went back in time to the 1800s I just talked about, if you gave a Trader Joe's Taki to a man from 1800s, it would be the most flavorful thing he ate in his entire life.
It's true. I think they would just simply start praying to God as soon as they I can't believe. I thank the Roman Catholic Church for giving me this pardon. Okay, we're moving on. Finals. Anton, steak, red wine, baked potato versus Lucas's Diet Coke, panini, fake Trader Joe's Takis. Marvin, Eli, what do you think? Because honestly,
Give me that DC. Yeah.
I'm looking at that
Give me
and I'm
that
thinking,
panini. That's
I'm
quick.
thinking-
That's quick. That
Yeah.
panini DC. That's quick.
I'm thinking,
steak
you know
and
what?
baked
Let's be
potatoes.
real. How many days of the week am I going to be making a steak, baked potatoes? Not often. But you know what? That DC sounds nice and refreshing. That DC
That
panini.
DC,
That
baby.
DC, baby. Okay, you know what?
Trader Joe's
All right,
Takis.
Lucas. Lucas wins the first ever food draft here on Draw the Line with his Diet
I can't
Coke,
believe
panini,
it.
fake Trader Joe Takis. Man stuck to his guns, and it totally worked out in the end. But that's going to do everything for us here at the Draw the Line. This has been a really fun podcast. Thank you to Marvin, Eli, and Lucas for joining me today. Hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Take care.